Should you start making YouTube videos, or are you too late to the game to compete with the big players on the platform? To answer that question, I'm going to start by breaking down some of the facts, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why now is always going to be the best time to start. YouTube has 2.1 billion active monthly users and approximately 122 million users per day. It's hard to imagine that many people, but the number of people is only forecast to increase each year. That probably means that it'll never be too late to start a YouTube channel. But what is it about the platform in particular that attracts so much attention? To answer that question properly, it's better to understand when and where it all started. February 14th, 2005 is when YouTube started. But the story isn't just about the platform itself. After all, where would YouTube be without the millions of creators? Let's go back further to where it all started. The oldest surviving film is the Roundhay Garden scene, a 2-second silent film shot in Leeds, England in 1888. Since then, video has gradually evolved alongside technology into what it is today. But there's more to this than just the content. As with all new and expensive technologies, it starts out in the hands of the few that can afford it. But with video in particular, it's not just about being able to record something. It's about creating something of value that people want to watch. In the early years of video, it was also expensive for people to view what had been recorded. That's where the commercial side of video, or moving pictures, as it was first known, began to develop as well. Before television and smartphones, video could only be shown through the use of projectors. So in Paris in 1895, the first projected moving pictures were presented to a paying audience. And that's where we got cinema, which I'm very grateful for because I love cinema, but I'd love them even more if they'd stop charging so much for their tickets. Anyway, that was how and where moving pictures, or video, really started. But it would take more or less another 60 years before video started to become more easily accessible to people. Television was invented at the end of the 1920s, but was too expensive for most people, so it was instantly a luxury only a few could enjoy. Once more households in the 1950s could afford their own TV, production really started to take off, and out of that grew the television broadcasting. The point I'm trying to make with this little history lesson is that industry grows out of innovation and accessibility. When new technologies are developed, it's usually expensive, but as technology becomes cheaper, it becomes more accessible, and that's where real innovation happens. When more people can access something, demand grows, and so does its respective industry. Video production started as something only a few could do, and at the time, it required a team of people to pull it off. Now anyone can achieve similar or even better results with their laptop and smartphone. There are two big results of this mass accessibility to video that I want to focus on here. One is that a lot of people post and even more people watch. What's grown from this is being called the creator economy. And it works because if you can get a large number of people to watch your videos, then you can monetize it. That's nothing new, but what is new is that now anyone can create and monetize their own content. Not too long ago, it was only something big productions could do through things like TV, movies, and radio. This is the point I'm getting to with YouTube, and why it will probably never be too late to start posting your own content. It's because of that secret sauce that we all live to chase called money. Where you post doesn't really matter so long as you create content people want to watch. The value comes from capturing enough people's attention because views are a valuable commodity. It works the same way as it always has done in the past, which is why there's ads in every form of media, past and present. Sellers need people to view what they're offering, and they're more happy to spend money to borrow a little bit of the attention a creator has captured. As a result of this, the creator is then able to profit from their work, which gives them an incentive to make more. That's what's meant by the creator economy. It's nothing new, but now anyone is able to turn a profit from the content they create if you can get enough attention. So that's really why it'll probably never be too late to start creating your own content, because people will always want to watch new content and there will always be value in that. So the question isn't so much about creating for YouTube, because it just so happens to be a great place to post currently, but things are constantly changing. One day, there might be a better platform to post your content. So that's more important to consider, is what and why you're creating in the first place. Where you post also depends on the strategy that you're following with your content and what you hope to achieve from it. For example, if you want to use content to leverage business opportunities, it's always a good idea to post on LinkedIn. If you're a chef, that wants to post cooking videos, then Facebook might also be a good place to post. The question I'd like to leave you with isn't should I create, but what should I create? Start by asking yourself, what do I enjoy that I could create content about? Then figure out if there's already a demand for that content. There are a lot of niches and topics to choose from, but like with any venture, it's always better to focus your time on something you enjoy, otherwise it very quickly becomes a chore that you don't want to do. To finish this video and hopefully give you an idea of direction for your own stuff, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and why I create content. I've been passionate about making stuff my whole life, and media is no exception. I started posting on YouTube as soon as I got my first video camera. I was young and so was YouTube. It was before videos had ads on them. I started by making videos for fun and had no idea you could even make money from things that you create. I experimented with different things but never landed on anything I was particularly proud of, so didn't stay consistent with posting. But I never lost the passion for making stuff, and I chose to follow a career in business. I started by selling media services to B2B and B2C clients, but that's since expanded into consulting and marketing. Long story short, I've been growing my agency for years now, and a lot of the work I do requires me to show my face and consult with people. Whether I like it or not, my career benefits from having a larger network and more people knowing me. So that's why I'm choosing to make videos like this one. I love helping others with the services I provide, so I want to improve and scale how I do it. Video just happens to be one of the best ways to scale online, and this is something I'm preaching to people every week. So I intend to practice what I preach, to help scale my own ventures and provide value to others along the way. Plus, I don't want any regrets in life. I will regret not creating my own library of content, so I'd rather try and get no views, because either way, I will benefit from it. If you've enjoyed this video, then stay tuned by hitting the like and subscribe. I'd also love to know your thoughts and ideas for useful videos I could create next, so leave something in the comments. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.